Red alert, 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 red alert.
Wars and Rumors of War, Part 2. Today's discussion, World War, a bullet point look at the world as it moves ever closer to World War III. China. 2,600 years ago, Daniel identified the empires that would arise and fall. Jesus explained to his disciples what the end times would look like, and many years later, John wrote Revelations, vividly depicting the events that were to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. The deception, nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines, pestilence, earthquake in various places, and all these are the beginning of sorrow. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end will come. There are three areas in the world that are in full conflict, partial conflict, or ripe for conflict. Each one is just one mistake, one miscalculation, one error in judgment away from total war. Part 2 looks at Asia-Pacific region of the world and the aggressive acts of China. Remember, this is a bullet point of view. China is becoming more belligerent. China propaganda and disinformation campaign is running flat out. China is buying influence in every major company it can. China is buying political influence and influence in schools and colleges wherever it can. China Belt and Road Initiative captures countries in a debt trap, forcing the countries to hand over vital infrastructure to the Chinese control and opening the doors for Chinese military expansion within these countries. China openly acknowledges they are at war with the U.S. China openly acknowledges they want world domination. China's laws are being enforced outside of China. China takes over Hong Kong and terminates democratic process and freedom, many imprisoned. China damages Australian military aircraft over international water. China openly plans to invade Taiwan. China claims ownership of the Taiwan Strait, passage by approval only, disregards the World Court and the World Freedom of Navigation. China claims all of the China Sea, makes islands and fortifies them to control the China Sea. China working to establish military bases in the Pacific. China tries to take islands from the Philippines, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Chinese fishing fleet depletes other countries' fishing grounds. Total disregard for other countries. China expanding its nuclear weapons force. China is expanding its naval forces with new aircraft carriers. China has the world's largest military navy. China is providing Pakistan with state-of-the-art frigates. China continues to encroach on the Indian territory. China and India fight skirmish. China builds up military on the Indian border. China builds towns and bases on Indian land. China looking to dam up the rivers that flow into India, cutting the water supply to India. North Korea vows revenge on the anniversary of the Korean War, prepares to detonate a nuclear weapon. U.S. Indo-Pacific chief sees largest military buildup of the Chinese army in history. China embraces anti-Semitism along with anti-every other religion. Maximum persecution by the Communist Party. China increases censorship on the internet traffic, right down to every comment requiring approvals. U.S. anticipating possible Chinese missile strike against the U.S. bases in the Pacific. Taiwan airspace is being violated every day by Chinese warplanes. China increases cyber attacks on Taiwan. China builds military bases all over the world. China has maximum shipping effort from factories to military bases. Right now, they are in the process of one of the largest military buildups ever. China war games are training for the Taiwan invasion. Iran and Argentina apply to join the China and Russia BRICS club. China views Biden as a weak president and will invade Taiwan before he leaves office. This ends part 2 of War and Rumors of War. As the Chinese say, may you live in interesting times. And surely we do. They are called the end times. God bless and goodbye until the next Red Alert.
Red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert.